Hello everybody, welcome to the second episode of the Final Fantasy VIII LP of Final Fantasy VIII. With me now are these three people.
Hello, this is 8-Bit.
This is Ark.
And this is Drake Clawfang.
Alright, so if you were watching last episode, you'd know that we beat up Ifrit, and that's kind of really it. It's like all we did. Now we're going to war, as is part of the SEED Special Forces Special Final Exam Specialness. And this is our crew. We got me, Squall, there's Zell, and there's Cypher. Any further thoughts right now?
Sorry, not to say anything from take one.
Well, that went well!
Okay. So here's Shu.
Zul.
Shu.
Zoo, motherfucker,
Zul.
It's got to be a Chinese X. It's like Xi'an from 358 divided by 2 days.
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stop. No.
Yes.
You're ruining my vision of that game.
What are you talking about? How am I ruining your vision of that game?
You're changing the pronunciation of her name.
Well, that's how they pronounce it in the game.
No.
They
Yeah.
call her Xi'an.
It's actually not. No.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
No.
The Japanese name is romanized S-H-I-O-N.
I hate all of you.
The feeling's mutual.
No.
Okay.
I
think
like.
I'm gonna link Crazy Chocobo when we're done this video.
Oh god, please no.
I actually like all of you. I don't know.
I love you too.
I never said love. I mean, I just said I like all of you.
Gosh darn it.
So
Come on,
we're
Frank,
really focusing on the video right now. Yeah, basically all the characters are just sort of hanging around talking. And
Yeah.
that's really 90% of Final Fantasy VIII. It's people hanging around talking.
So you have to talk to all these people? What were you explaining before? Like it affects something in the future?
In this particular video, every single one of your actions either adds or detracts from your overall seed score. So you get your highest score is 10, and your lowest, I guess, is 1. So everything you do wrong, you lose a point. And I think it's out of like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, that's something like that.
So
I know that talking to people here, you lose points for that.
Yeah, Cypher is my commanding officer, so when he tells me to go outside and look, I have to do it. If I say no, then I lose points.
And the rewards for this seed score are...
Your seed score is how you get money in this game. Enemies don't drop any money.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a regular salary based on your seed rank.
Yeah,
Money just appears in your account.
For those at home, 8-Bit actually knows nothing about Final Fantasy VIII. We've learned this just
Or
recently.
anything in general, really.
No, I'm completely clueless.
Yep.
I don't know the letter X. Do you even the letter X?
8-Bit is actually a natural savage. Wow. He's also the LP house cat. No, we're not doing kitty noises this time.
All
Come
I need
on.
to do is be
Why
adorable,
not?
and no one will realize that I don't understand how to do anything.
It's working for me, at least.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Anyway,
need anything doesn't know how to do anything either. They need an arrow to show them where to land.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Just land where everyone else is. It's simple.
Yeah. Look for the
See, all the-
direction of the gunfire and go there.
Yeah. This is actually a very cool FFWiki. You can't really do anything quite this cool during the game, but, I mean, it's fun they put this in for us.
I like how the FMV just kind of translated into just the background render with that submarine thing just kind of opening up and becoming part of the scenery.
Yeah, that's actually a very cool point you made. I do like how they've managed to transition FMVs and the game graphics more or less seamlessly.
Is that gonna, like, recur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the good things they could do with this era.
Okay. This counteracts the fact that you don't actually get money from monsters, so we're neutral to this game so far.
Oh, there's other things. There's no treasure in this game.
What?
Yeah, there are no treasure chests anywhere.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe you should just tell me all of this stuff now, because I forgot from before what was so bad about this game.
What you're seeing right now are called Guardian Forces. These are summons. They do everything for you. See, right now, Zell doesn't have a Guardian Force, so I have to go tell him that he can do all those things like magic and summon and...
That's the great tragedy of Final Fantasy VIII. Your party members are so stupid, they don't know how to use potions unless they have a junction set up.
Yeah, they literally cannot reach inside a bag and grab a potion unless they have this elemental creature giving them that power.
But considering that half of the party members are Selphie, Winnoa, and Zell, really.
I can see what they were trying to do. That they were, I think, trying to make it more, perhaps, realistic, so that it's, I suppose, giving it a slightly more sci-fi aspect, so that it seemed vaguely believable, rather than just magic exists and that's all there is to it. But it didn't really work.
Yeah, I get it too. It's like, humans can't use magic, but there are these magical beings that we've captured that can use magic for us.
Yeah.
The only problem is this means that you have to do all this silly stuff in the menus, like right here.
And even then, they don't really explain like how drawing and junctioning and guardian forces work, unless you...
It does look really complicated right away.
It does, like, this is... Yeah, luckily I played this game before, so I actually know what all this shit means. But like, you're just looking at this, you're like, Vite? Actually, I'm not even sure what Vitality is. Is that defense?
I think so, I'm not sure.
Bit.
The
Vitality,
only
stamina, whatever.
The one stat I care about is strength. Which is why right now, while I'm playing in real time, like the real part of the game, I'm at like the end of this disc, and Squall can hit for over 1,000 per attack. Which is crushing. This game gets really easy if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's a very simple pattern, right? You go and you play a lot of cards, you turn the cards into magic, then you put the magic on your stats, and the game is unbeatable. I mean, unbelievable.
Wait, so this entire game is triple triad?
Yes. Technically, there is no RPG. It's a triple triad based around things.
Great! I love mini games.
Triple Triad isn't that bad once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, actually, I've come to rather like Triple Triad. I mean, this is a big surprise to me.
Better than
Triad
Blitzball and Tetramaster.
Yeah, it's surprisingly decent, but I suppose I always preferred it to Tetramaster, but then equally Tetramaster is not as important to the game, so
yeah.
It's good that it's decent.
Tetramaster, we kind of talked about this last episode, is impossible to understand. I think the main system upon it is actually a black box. Oh, by the way, when we're talking about stats or whatever, I just gave Squall 100 fires on his strength stat, so that way he's much stronger now. He can kill enemies with one hit.
How did you ever get 100 fires?
In the last episode, Skaith and Jim Cloud and all them were very unhappy to see that I spent about 10 minutes of the video drawing fire spells over and over again.
Pro tip for the future, junction to your magic. The higher your magic, the more you draw time.
Really?
It might be magic or spirit, one of the two, but yeah, you can draw up to 9 at a time.
Oh, yeah. Well, the one good thing about last video is that Uni was a good sport about it. Skaith and Jim Cloud would not stop whining, though.
We got used to that. We used to Skaith's whining in the FF6 LP.
It was kind of... It was you always yelling at him because he wasn't doing things right. I'm
Yeah,
glad
and
you
then
haven't...
he would whine.
I'm glad you haven't already pointed out, like, the 7 things I've done wrong during this opening bombing mission, whatever was going on.
You've already started
I'm
to play
just making
Final
notes
Fantasy
to
games.
go over with you once we're done recording.
Okay, cool. Oh, we just saw one of my favorite Final Fantasy VIII characters, the dog.
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 Squirrel.
Far more interesting and developed character than most of the party members.
Yeah. Oh, here's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving Squall 100 thunders, because I'm going to make that my elemental attack, because later we're going to fight a giant robot spider.
That means you drew 100 thunders as well?
Yes.
You're a terrible person.
Unfortunately, no Thundergar as of yet.
Yeah, well, maybe later.
Thundaga.
Thundagaga! We do this every video.
Thundergar.
Thundaga has become the new Final Fantasy 13 too. Oh, he's a puppy! I love him. Oh man, I really like dogs and I like little kids. They're kind of the same thing, but you know.
Lead him around everywhere.
Yeah, they both kind of have the same
don't
mindset.
shut up.
Just play with me all the time. That's all they want. They just want love. Other people want other things, like you playing Final Fantasy VIII right. Like, if I had a little kid here, he wouldn't care. He'd just be like, oh, this kind of looks cool. I mean, he'd probably be complaining, why aren't you killing things yet?
Well, there's the solution to this. Final Fantasy these days is made for 5-year-olds.
I thought that was Mystic Quest.
Oh god,
No, Mystic Quest is
we
made
already
for
did
5-minute-year-olds.
We did that already?
Mystic Quest was the last LP. This is going to be better than that one.
Are you sure?
Yes. I mean, look how exciting this is right now. They're all standing around and waiting.
You got Cypher
Zell
doing the
pacing
disco
like
right
a
here.
boss.
Cypher, yeah. Cypher is doing the dance.
He looks like he's just been tasered.
No, I figured it out. His sword is a phone. He's talking to somebody right now.
This was made in 99.
Yeah, that's what cell phones, they were that big back then.
Does that say Hispanic? Oh, restaurante. Wait, what?
This is kind of like Venice, sort of.
Looks like Fistorante or Historante to me.
Ristorante.
Fistorante, the new sex position.
We don't need to know more about that.
Yes,
I'm
we
sure
do.
you've got fan art of it.
Yeah.
Not
So
yet,
let's-
but I can find some easily.
So we're gonna go chase those guys down. This is what war is like. It's pretty easy actually. The enemies die in more or less one hit.
Guerrilla tactics.
I don't think they have guerrilla tactics in this game. It's go up and hit them over the head tactics.
So,
If the
guerrilla
Seed Cadet-
tactics.
Oh, guerrilla tactics, not with a G. Not with G-U-E, whatever. It's G-O-R-I-L-L-A tactics.
Basically.
If the Galbadian forces are pathetic enough that the Seed Cadets can kill them in one hit, does that say something about how badass Seed is, or how pathetic the Galbadians are?
It says something about how bad the Galbadians are at junctioning magic.
Dude, you gotta have the 100 fires of your strength, and then you gotta
Actually, 100 fires is like the worst spell to have on your
glue
strength.
it to your sword or something, however this thing works.
No one knows.
Oh, upcoming, there's going to be a small graphical glitch. That's a problem with my ISO. Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like, the thing
And,
is, it is consistent, the junction and GF system. It is internally consistent, but they don't explain it. So you
It
can't
doesn't make-
appreciate that it makes sense, because they
It
don't
makes-
explain it.
It makes no real-world sense.
I've
Well, it
heard
makes
it
internal
said
sense,
that
and that's
some
all
of
you
it's
can ask
lost in
for.
translation, and that it made more sense in the Japanese version, but I don't know how much truth there is in that. It seems to me that sort of it half works from a story point of view, but from a gameplay point of view, it's just a pain.
It also
we
doesn't
got
help that this
kind
is
of a
the
boss
origin.
fight happening here. Sorry.
That's the thing, it doesn't help that this is really where FF13's datalogs began, because you've got all these in-game help manuals that explain stuff in a story point of view. But no one ever reads them, and the game never tells you might run and read them if you want to know stuff.
I guess it's kind of better than this game. This game just throws all these tutorials at you. These forced reading moments. Oh, I think I show a limit break in this battle.
Are the limit breaks at least mildly normal?
The limit breaks are very cool in this game. We'll see more in this video.
Yeah. Do you think
by the
Cypher's
way,
arm gets tired like that? You know,
by the
holding
way,
sword
I'm
up?
sorry. I'm very good at Cypher's pulling his trigger. I'm better at Cypher than I am at Squall. I just know the right buttons to push for him. Squall is a bit more difficult. I don't like Squall, actually. As a person. He disgusts me. We'll get into more of that later. Next video, actually.
There's just gonna be one video where we just express all of our hatred for all the characters. Right? Isn't every single character in this game very hateable or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are okay, but they all have their flaws that make them hateable.
We should just watch the opening FMV, because I watched it, and that was a really good FMV, and then we'll just leave it there and never play this game.
But there's so many more FMVs coming up. This game
That's
is
true, and
packed.
they integrate seamlessly into the, actual real-time battle. Wow!
In a minute, there's a very long FMV of just them turning on a satellite dish.
Wow.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's the world's most awesome satellite dish ever.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's like Tony Stark's satellite dish.